So today's topic is power series. So what is a power series? First of all, we will start with the definition of power series. Definition of power series. So a series of this form. Suppose you have a series like this, some constant plus c1x plus c2x square plus c3x cube plus c4x raised to power 4 and so on, cn x raised to power n plus so on. If you have a series like this, so you can in the short form write it as n from 0 to infinity cn x raised to power n. Such a series is called a power series with center 0. Okay, so this is called a power series with center 0 or a power series about x is equal to 0. This is the definition. Here you see x is any real number. X is any real number. Okay, x is any real number. So why this is called power series? Because it involves powers of x. You see, x raised to power 0, then x raised to power 1, then x raised to power 2, x raised to power 3, x raised to power 4, x raised to power n, and so on. So because it involves powers of x, that is why this is called a power series. Fine. And about x is equal to 0, because everywhere you can see x minus 0, x minus 0. It is actually x minus 0. X is x minus 0. So that is why it is called about x is equal to 0. Okay, so some students just joined. So let me repeat the definition. We are going to start with the new topic, which is power series. So what is the definition of a power series? A power series is something of this form: C naught x raised to power 0 plus C1 x raised to power 1 plus C2 x raised to power 2 plus C3 x raised to power 3 plus C4 x raised to power 4 and so on. Such a series is called power series. Here x is any real number. Is that okay? And we will see that for some real numbers, this series will be convergent, and for some other values of x, it will not be convergent, because this series here you can see clearly depends on the value of x. Fine. So this is the first definition. Power series about x is equal to 0. This is power series about x is equal to 0.
मैम ये
Excuse
अबाउट
me.
एक्स इज इक्वल्स टू जीरो का क्या मतलब है?
Okay, let me explain again. Next definition से clear हो जाएगा आपका. So
एक्सक्यूज मैम
next is, suppose
मैम
you have, yes beta.
मैम बाइनोमियल और इसमें फिर डिफरेंस क्या रहा?
मैम x
Okay,
इक्वल टू 0 कैसे?
yeah, I'll give you everything. Just wait for a minute. So you have next series. Look at this next series. C naught plus C1 x minus a plus C2 x minus a square plus C3 x minus a cube plus C4 x minus a raised to power 4 and so on. So this series here is Cn x minus a raised to power n from 0 to infinity. So because here you have x minus a terms, so this is called power series about x is equal to a. Is that thing clear to everybody now? What do you mean by x is equal to 0? Because you have x minus 0 here. Is that okay? X minus 0 cube, x minus 0 square. So you have x minus 0. If in place of x minus 0 you have x minus a, that is called power series about x is equal to a. So this is the definition of power series. Okay? So
Okay,
this is
ma'am.
the and somebody asked me what is the difference between power series and binomial. So obviously every binomial is also a power series. For example, you must have seen this series that if you have this function 1 minus 1 by x, so this is 1 upon 1 minus x. So this is actually 1 minus x raised to power minus 1. This is 1 plus x square plus x cube plus x raised to power 4 and so on. So this series here is a power series about x is equal to
X
0.
equals
So
to 0.
binomial is a power series. Is that
Okay.
okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Now the next thing is
मैम जो हम expansions लिखते हैं वो expansions भी power series ही मानी जाएंगी कि
yeah beta, but obviously if you have for example if you have something like this, if you have an expansion like this, sin x plus sin cube x upon 2 factorial, sin to the power 5 by x upon 5 factorial, and so on. So suppose you have a function f of x like this. So this is not a power series. For power series, there must be polynomials. Is that okay?
yes
So
ma'am
in
okay
मैम एक
poly-
बारी x is equal to 0 वाला समझ नहीं आ रहा.
fine, beta. You see, if you have x minus a involved, that is called about x is equal to a. I will just give you examples. Can you just wait? And if only x is involved, that is called about x is equal to 0. That power series is about x is equal to 0. Okay?
मतलब जो c के साथ मल्टीप्लाई आ रहा है उसको 0 से इक्वेट कर देना है बस.
No. Here you have x only. That is actually x minus 0. Here you have x minus a. Okay? So I'll give you example. You see here, you see 1 minus x, and you can have this 1 minus x plus 1. What will be the series here? This will be 1 minus x raised to power minus 1, 1 plus x square plus x cube plus x raised to power 4 plus so on. So here you see x's. They are x only. So this is power series about x is equal to 0. And here you see when you write the power series for this, what you will get?
Power series about x equals to 1.
Just to
We
minus.
just make this something like suppose you have this 1 upon 1 suppose you have 1 plus x plus half, something like this. Can you write the power series for this? So that will be 1 minus x plus half raised to power minus 1. So can I write like this? 1 plus x plus half plus x plus half square plus so on. Is that okay? Can we do that? Yes, no?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Now
Yes,
here
ma'am.
we have
X
this
about
power
minus half.
x plus half. So this is power series about x is equal to minus half.
Minus.
Half.
It's clear to everybody? If there is x minus a appearing in your series, then you will say that your power series is about x is equal to a. Fine? Okay. So now the next question
I
is,
didn't understand how did you expand 1 by 1 minus.
this is just power series, beta. I am writing it as 1 minus x raised to power minus 1. So you must have studied power series. 1 plus x raised to power n. This is 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial x square and so on. Okay. That is just the power series, binomial series. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now the next question arises is, you are given a power series. Suppose this is my power series. Cn. You can write anything. This is just a constant. X raised to power n, or suppose this is my power series. Cn x minus a raised to power n. Okay. For some values of x, it will be convergent. The power series will be convergent. And for some other values, it will be divergent. So we would like to know for what values of x this series is convergent, a given series is convergent, and for what values of x it is not convergent. Is that okay? So that is the question which we are going to answer. So you have to see carefully how I am doing one particular problem. I'll start with the problem, and then we will see how we are testing for what values of x the series is convergent, and for what values of x it is not convergent. The question is clear to everybody? So I have this problem. For what values of x? For what values of x do the following power series? Do the following power series summation n from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to power n plus 1 x raised to power n upon n converges. Is that okay? Fine. So now you see how you are going to test. So first of all, is this thing clear to everybody that this is a power series?
मैम अगर
Yes.
सीरीज डिक्रीजिंग हो जाएगी तो हो जाएगा ये?
Yeah, beta, we will apply all the tests which we have done already. Okay.
ओके ओके
But
ओके
not decreasing. What do you mean by decreasing series?
मैम मतलब टर्म्स अगर डिक्रीज हो रही हो तो?
No, we have this thing limit a n goes to 0. Then only then also the series may be divergent. You have this example.
यस मैम, हाँ हाँ वो भी है.
So let us see how you will do this. So first of all, your a n is, can you tell me, minus 1 raised to power n plus 1 x raised to power n upon n. Fine. So what will be my mod of a n? I will apply my test first on mod of a n because I know that this is not a positive term series. So I will make it a positive term series so that I can apply my ratio test, root test, LCT, DCT. Fine. So what you will do, you will take mod. When you take mod, you will get mod x raised to power n upon n. Is that okay? Because x can be negative also. Okay. Now I am looking at mod an, my new series, which is mod an, that is n from 0 to infinity x raised to power n upon n. So on this series here, I will apply ratio test. So that I am doing mod of an plus 1 upon mod of an. I am trying to find out the limit. So this is limit n going to infinity mod of x raised to power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 upon mod of x raised to power n upon n. So this is limit n going to infinity n upon n plus 1, and you will have mod x. This n and this n will cancel. So this limit here is, this is 1 and mod x is independent of n. So this is mod x. So what you get, that this ratio, limit of this ratio is mod x. So if mod x is less than 1, then sigma mod of an is convergent by ratio test. Fine. And if mod of x is greater than 1, then sigma mod of an is divergent by ratio test. And if mod of x is equal to 1, ratio test fails. यहाँ तक clear है सबको? I
Yes,
have
ma'am.
just applied ratio test on mod of an. Now you see, we know that if there are some students still joining, better please be on time. Now you see, we know that convergence of mod of an implies mod of simple series, the original series is convergent for mod x less than 1. And for mod x greater than equal to 1, we don't get any information about your original series because divergence of mod an does not imply divergence of original series. Is that okay? So what information we got for the original series is that our series is convergent for mod x less than 1.
Ma'am, can you
By
scroll
applying
up?
the ratio test, you get that your original series is convergent for mod x less than 1. Okay, so let me conclude by applying ratio test on sigma mod of an. We get sigma an is convergent for mod x less than 1. So let us see what happens. Next we see what happens when mod of x is greater than 1. Then we'll discuss mod of x equal to 1. Look at your series again. N from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to power n plus 1 x raised to power n upon n. Can you tell me you are given this information that mod x is less than 1. So what will be this limit? Limit n going to infinity, x raised to power n upon n.
Infinity to
how many
infinity.
here?
L orbital.
N x raised to power n minus 1 upon 1. So this is infinity. So if this limit is infinity, so it means that nth term of the original series cannot go to 0. Therefore, by nth term test, given series is, Beta, please mute yourself, divergent for mod x greater than 1. Now you see what you are doing. You are combining two things. One thing is your series now is dependent on a variable x, and you are looking for the value of that variable for which your series is convergent. And for that, you are applying all your previous knowledge. So you see here, we get that for mod x less than 1, the series is convergent, and that we get from ratio test. Sometimes root test will also work. Okay, we will do more examples. And for mod x greater than 1, your original series is divergent. That you don't get from ratio test, that you get from nth term test. And when mod x is equal to 1, when mod x is equal to 1, it means that x is either 1 or x is minus 1. So let us see what happens. When x is equal to 1, your series is summation n from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to power n plus 1, 1 raised to power n upon n. Okay, so your series is n from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to power n plus 1, 1 by n. Convergent or divergent? Convergent कैसे? By Leibniz test.
Leibniz test.
Then here is 1 by n. un is positive, un is decreasing, and limit un is 0. Therefore, convergent by Leibniz test. Okay. Now, let us see for x is equal to minus 1. When x is equal to minus 1, then your series is n from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to power, क्या बनेगी आपकी? Minus 1 raised to power n plus 1. And then you have x is minus 1. Minus 1 raised to power n upon n. So this series is n from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to power 2n, and minus 1 एक extra है upon n. So this is plus 1. So this is minus n from 1 to infinity 1 by n. Convergent or divergent? Divergent.
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 Fine. So what you get that the series minus 1 raised to power n plus 1, 1 by n, n from 1 to infinity, convergent for a mod x less than 1 and when x is equal to 1. Convergent है, divergent for mod x greater than 1 and x is equal to minus 1. So you can say that convergent for minus 1 less than x less than equal to 1. So this is your region in which your series is convergent. Is that okay? I will give you one more example, but you have
Can you
to
explain the
understand.
case when mod x is greater than 1 again?
Yeah, when mod x is greater than 1, beta, in that case, your series, if you look at this term x raised to power n upon n, so here you can see that this limit is infinity. X raised to power n upon n, infinity by infinity form, you will apply L'Hopital and this will be infinity. Okay, so by nth term test, this series is divergent. Okay, I will give you more example, but let us make some observations.
For x is equals to 1 also.
X is equal to 1 is simply you have this alternating series, beta. X is equal to 1, you put it here. You have a series which is an alternating series and you apply Leibniz test. Okay, so Leibniz test will give you that it is convergent because un is 1 by n. It is positive, it is decreasing and limit is 0. Fine. So
मैम
observation,
हमें रेशियो टेस्ट x greater than 1 के बारे में क्यों नहीं बता पा रहा?
because beta, you see ratio test is telling that sigma mod an is divergent, but divergence of sigma mod an does not imply anything about the original series. Okay, the convergence of mod an implies the convergence of the original series, but divergence of mod an does not imply divergence of the original series.
हाँ
That is,
हाँ
we are
ठीक है.
not getting anything from here. Is that okay?
Yes
So
ma'am.
observation is we need to use ratio test. Okay, and I'm telling that sometimes you will use root test also, and then you need to use nth term test also, and then we need to use at the boundaries. For example, x is equal to 1 or x is equal to -1. They are not necessary that these will be the boundary points. You need to use Leibniz test. Okay, so this is just a rough observation. Let us do one more problem. So you have here, and question is same. The series is n from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to power n minus 1 x raised to power 2n minus 1 upon 2n minus 1. So can you see, this is the power series which looks like when n is equal to 1, you have x here. When n is equal to 2, you have x cube with a negative sign upon 3 plus x raised to power 5 by 5 minus x raised to power 7 by 7 and so on. So this is how the power series looks like. Now let us check the convergence. So first of all, again, as I told you in the last example, you will start with mod an, which here is x mod x raised to power 2n minus 1 upon 2n minus 1. With mod, this negative sign will go away. Now if you apply ratio test on sigma mod an, so you will get an plus 1 upon mod an. You want to find out limit of this thing. So this is limit n going to infinity mod x raised to power 2n plus 1 minus 1 upon 2n plus 1 minus 1 divided by mod x raised to power 2n minus 1 upon 2n minus 1. So this is equal to limit n going to infinity mod x raised to power 2n plus 1 upon 2n plus 1 upon mod x raised to power 2n minus 1 upon 2n minus 1. So this is equal to limit n going to infinity 2n minus 1 upon 2n plus 1. Now you see this power and this power will cancel and you will be left with x square, mod x square. Fine. And this limit is 1. You can compute it. So this is equal to x square. So by ratio test, we get if mod of x square is less than 1, then sigma mod of an is convergent. Okay. And if mod of x square is greater than 1, then sigma mod an is divergent. Will you please mute yourselves? Mod of x is equal to 1. Ratio test fails. Okay, so we get that for mod, because it is a square.
मैम
Yes, beta.
मैम जैसे हमने अभी यहाँ mod x इक्वल टू 1 पे रेशियो टेस्ट फेल हो रहा है, लेकिन जब हम बाद में अभी करेंगे an पे जब हम टेस्ट करेंगे आगे, तो हम x इक्वल टू 1 पे भी x इक्वल टू 1 और x इक्वल टू -1 को भी टेस्ट करेंगे.
Yes, बेटा किया तो है, बट वो रेशियो
हाँ
टेस्ट
ऊपर तो किया.
रिजल्ट नहीं आया ना.
हाँ
That
वो
result
रेशियो टेस्ट से नहीं आया.
ratio test. That is what I am saying here. Okay.
Okay.
So for because you have x squared, so you can remove mod also. So for mod for x squared less than 1, an is convergent. For x squared greater than equal to 1, we don't get any information from here. That is why we are going to do it separately. Don't get any information from here. So this is the only conclusive result which we have got. So now for mod for x squared greater than 1. Okay, I am discussing this case. For x squared greater than 1, my series is n from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to power n minus 1 x raised to power 2n minus 1 upon 2n minus 1. So here again you can see this is n from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to power n plus n minus 1 x square raised to power n, and 1 by x I can write like this. Is that okay? I've just broken it into as x square raised to power n divided by x. Fine. Now you look at this limit. Can you see limit n going to infinity of this thing? X square raised to power n 1 by x 2n minus 1. Right? So this will not affect anything because x is constant. So you can just compute this limit. This is infinity by infinity form because x square is greater than 1. So you just apply L'Hopital rule. So you will get n, you differentiate with respect to n. Is that okay to everybody?
Ma'am, can you tell about x square greater than mod x square greater than 1 again?
Yeah, mod x square greater than 1. That is what I'm discussing, beta. So I'm saying that mod x square is greater than 1. In that case, your series is this. Series is anyway this. So I'm just writing it as x square raised to power n into 1 by x of this quantity as we have done in the last case. Here, this is infinity by infinity form. Can you see that? Right? Now,
Yes,
now
ma'am.
just differentiate it and okay, in the last case, what will be the derivative with respect to if you differentiate it with respect
Ma'am,
to
your voice is paused.
Yes, ma'am.
am I audible here? What
Ma'am, you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
audible,
Now you're audible, but your
but your
voice is
voice is
paused.
coming and going, coming and
derivative
going.
of e
So,
x raised to power n into log x? So that is infinity. Is that okay, beta? So I just differentiated it wrongly because I differentiated it with respect to x. But because we are taking limits with respect to n, so differentiate it with respect to n. Is that clear to everybody?
Yes,
Yes?
ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So here you have to differentiate it with respect to n. So that again is, if you differentiate it with respect to n, what you will get? You will get, tell me, beta, please. X square raised to
2
power
into
n log of x square divided by 2.
2.
Okay, 1 by x as such. Limit n going to infinity. Now, because this is greater than 1 and this is infinity, so this goes to infinity. Therefore, by nth term test, divergent. So you get a pattern that for mod x less than 1 or something less than 1 or something less than a, you will get the result by ratio test. And for greater than, you have to apply the nth term test. And for equal to thing, you have to separately do the things. For example, here mod x square equal to 1. That is possible when x is equal to 1 or x is equal to minus 1. Right? In this case, let us see. X is equal to 1. Your series is, बताइए बेटा, in that case, your series is minus 1 raised to power n minus 1, 1 raised to power 2n minus 1 upon 2n minus 1. So this is minus 1 raised to power n minus 1 upon 2n minus 1. Can you check? Is it convergent or divergent? So here your un is 1 upon 2n minus 1. Fine. So this is
Convergent.
un greater than equal to 0, and you can see decreasing also, and limit is 0 also. So therefore, by Leibniz test, convergent. And at x is equal to minus 1, in that case, your series is minus 1 raised to power n minus 1, minus 1 raised to power 2n minus 1 upon 2n minus 1. So that will be, this term will go, only 1 minus is extra. So that you can write outside. Again, you have an alternating series which is convergent by the Leibniz test again. So therefore, this particular series here is convergent for x square less than equal to 1 and divergent for x square greater than 1. Is that okay? It is convergent at both the endpoints. So you can write it in the term of interval. It means x less than 1 greater than minus 1. Okay? And equal to also. So in the last case, this example, if I just draw it on number line, here your convergence is -1 to 1, open here, close here. So this is your region of convergence. Last question mein. In this question, your region of convergence is, this is your 0, this is 1, this is -1, both close. This is your region of convergence. Clear?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
मैम आपने इसमें x इक्वल टू -1 में आपने -1 इंटू n टू द पावर -1 और -1 इंटू
स्क्वायर है ना, -1 का स्क्वायर है ना, इंटू रेज पावर n, सो ये +1 ही हो जाएगा, सिर्फ
Yes,
एक
ma'am.
बचेगा -1 की पावर -1, दैट इज 1 by -1, so that I have just written outside.
और मैम
मैम
okay,
लास्ट क्वेश्चन में x
समझ गया,
इक्वल टू -1 वाला फिर से देखो.
Okay बेटा, so you see x is equal to -1 पे your series is this. ये clear है सबको?
मैम
Just
लास्ट
x is equal to -1. This question you are saying?
मैम इससे पहले वाला.
Okay, fine. So before this, x is equal to -1. If you put, this is your series. So x is equal to -1 raised to power n. So -1 raised to power n. So that will be -1 raised to power 2n, and only one negative sign will be there. So this is +1. So that minus can be taken out. So that is divergent by p-test. This is not calculating series.
Okay,
मैम, can you
ma'am.
please explain the current question? मतलब जो भी आपने समझाया, just फिर से brief में.
Today I am doing the next part, the next question that is similar. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm doing. Okay. So the next is n from 0 to infinity, x raised power n upon n factorial. You have this power series, and again you have to think about the convergence of this power series. So can you tell me anything about this series?
Ratio test.
Yeah, again I told you that you will start with ratio test. So you have sigma mod of n from 0 to infinity, that is sigma n from 0 to infinity mod x raised to power n upon n factorial. So if you apply ratio test here, so you have to take mod of an plus 1 upon mod of an. So you have to take limit n going to infinity. So this is limit n going to infinity. What is this? This is mod x raised to power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 factorial divided by mod of x raised to power n upon n factorial. So this is equal to limit n going to infinity mod x raised to power n and n will cancel. So you have only one power, and here n plus 1 factorial and n factorial. You will cancel n factorial and you will be left with n plus 1. So now can you tell me what is this limit?
0.
This is 0, right? Irrespective of the value of x. So by ratio test, this is less than 1, limit is less than 1. So the series an is convergent for all values of x. Okay, so therefore the original series is convergent for all values of x. It means that your convergence region is whole real line. Your series is convergent for whole real line. This is your line, real number line. So series is convergent everywhere. Can you see? So wherever you will get the convergence in a region. You see beta, here I am applying the ratio test again. I have just taken mod of an, that is this. So here your limit is 0 always, because you have n plus 1 in the denominator. So if the limit is 0, so the ratio test says that this series sigma mod an is convergent for all values of x, because this is 0. Whatever is the value of x, the limit is always 0. So convergence of mod an implies convergence of an. So it means that your given series is convergent for all values of x. Clear? I am taking one more question. Sigma. Yes, beta.
Ma'am, in the ratio test, when L is less than 1, it is convergent, and in root test when L is more than 1, it is convergent, right?
Both less than 1. Okay.
In both less than 1 is convergent.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
In one
Thank
you
you.
have ratio, in one you have you take 1 raised to power 1 by n, and its root you take. Okay, beta. Now look at this problem.
Thank you, ma'am.
We apply ratio test here. Again, your mod of an is n factorial because that is positive anyway. Mod x raised to power n. So this is your series of modulus terms. So now if you apply ratio test, do you understand why I'm taking positive first? Because ratio test can be applied only the positive term series. So that is why I'm making the terms positive first. So this is limit n going to
मैम
infinity.
बट जैसे ये वाला है जो इसमें तो पॉजिटिव ही रहेंगी ना टर्म शायद.
No, x can be anything, beta. If what if x is -2?
अच्छा x belong. Okay, okay.
Right? Yeah. So this is mod x raised to power n plus 1 upon n factorial mod x raised to power n. So what is this? Limit
So
n
ma'am
go-
will so ma'am will basically proving mod of n convergent, and that implies that the original series is also convergent.
Yeah. Okay. But divergence के केस में नहीं है ये चीज.
Okay,
Fine.
ma'am.
Here you
Leibniz
here
test
you
हो
will
गया
get
ना वो तो.
later, please put yourselves on mute. Let me complete. So this is mod x. Now what is this limit? This is infinity. Okay. So it means that sigma mod an is divergent. So you will not get anything from here because divergence of sigma mod an does not tell you anything about the divergence of the original series. Okay. So this ratio test in this case is not working. Working in the sense we are not getting any information about our original series. So what we are going to do, we'll again look at our original series. So can you see what is this limit n going to infinity n factorial x raised to power n? So this is infinity. You can prove that irrespective of value of x. So this is your homework, right? So it means that by nth term test, the series is divergent for all values of x. Is that okay? So let me summarize कि जो हमने last 4 questions which we have done. So a power series can be convergent for okay, this is infinity except at x is equal to 0. Can you see? At x is equal to 0 because this is everything 0. That case it is convergent. So series is divergent for all values of x except x is equal to 0. Fine. So we can conclude that series can be convergent for all x belongs to real numbers, or it is convergent only at x is equal to 0 and everywhere else it is divergent, and it is convergent for x less than equal to something, say a or r, or greater than equal to minus r. So can you see this is the trend for this series I am talking about. Please go through these cases again. So we are saying whenever we have a power series, either it will be convergent for all values of x, or in a case it will be convergent only at x is equal to 0, or it will be convergent for a region like this. Here this equal to sign may be included somewhere and may be excluded somewhere else. For example, it can be included here. In the above cases we have seen in the first question, it was not included on the left hand side, and in the second question it was included both sides. So equal to sign is optional. It may be there or may not be there. Is that okay? So from here we say that this is when you have a series of this form. So if you have a series of this form, right, then it will be convergent for a region like this. Okay, here you can write it as mod of x less than r. Here it will be convergent for a region like this, mod of x minus a less than r. Okay, here this a is called center of convergence. and this r is called radius of convergence. Okay, so in this case, when it is convergent only at x is equal to 0, this series will be convergent at x is equal to a always, because when x is equal to a, this is 0. Though all the terms are 0, the sum is 0. So if it is convergent only at x is equal to 0, if it is convergent only at x is equal to 0, a, in that case, you are saying that x minus a less than equal to 0. Sorry, equal to, not less than, equal to 0. This is convergent. So in that case, this is your radius of convergence. Radius of convergence is 0. And if it is convergent for all values of x, if it is convergent for all values of x, then you will say that it is convergent for x minus a less than infinity. It means that for all values of x. So in that case, your infinity is the radius of convergence. Obviously, it is not making much sense, but you can say like this. If somebody asks you what is the radius of convergence if your series is convergent for all values of x. So let me draw the graphs again. Here you see what is happening. Here is your center and your series is convergent in this region. At boundaries anything may happen. And here it is convergent only at x is equal to a, and everywhere else it is divergent. So this is the only point of convergence. And here, this is your a, and your series is convergent for all values of x, to the right and to the left. Is that okay? So this is a theorem that for a given power series, this, either you have this as the convergence region, or this as your convergence region, or this as your convergence region. Tell me, beta, is this thing clear to everybody? Yes? Unmute yourselves,
हम
beta.
जो radius of convergence होती है वो maximum value होती है, मतलब होता क्या है वैसे radius of convergence? एक बार ये
इसका
चीज
मतलब ये है कि for these values of x, you see,
कहाँ तक वो restriction है, बस एक तरीके से ये
you write like this. Okay, tell me, I'm writing this. Is it valid everywhere? This is equal to this, valid everywhere or no?
for x is equals to
For
1.
mod x less than 1.
Yeah.
This you write always that this is true for mod x less than 1. So what is this? This is region of convergence. It means that for this, the sum is, you can put this is equal to this because this is GP. Otherwise, the sum is infinite. So here you see x minus 0 less than 1. So this is your radius of convergence. And this is your center of convergence. Is that okay? So let me give you something like, you have this series x minus 9 plus x minus 9 square. Yes. And so on. So this is a GP with common ratio x minus 9. So you will write this as sum is x minus 9 upon 1 minus r. Only when mod of x minus 9 is time. हो गया ना बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
Just tell me, let me complete this. So this is true only when mod of x minus 9 is less than 1. So here you see that this is equal to this sum x minus 9 upon 8 minus x for mod x minus 9 less than 1. So here this 1 is radius of convergence and this is center of convergence. इसका क्या मतलब है कि this series here, the numbers will change if you change x. So if your x is here, that from 9, 1 on the left, here 9, 10, 8. So this, in this region, if you take the values of x, you will get a finite sum. And anywhere else, if you take the values, you will get an infinite sum. So we will be continuing with this tomorrow, more examples, so you will understand it better. So it is okay if you are confused little bit. Tomorrow, the things will be clear. Okay, beta? Thank you, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
मेरी सी बुक में
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.